All right, hey everybody, Marvin and April. Of course, here at Cozy Acre, that's where we stay every time we're not at home. We had an arborist come out today. Guy was really awesome, Abram, and it was really insightful, really cool. It's neat to get somebody else's perspective on stuff. We had him look at some of these. We'll turn the camera on and show you what we're looking at. So here is the old cedars, and they are just absolutely deplorable.
Yeah, this was over the carport on the back part of the property.
Yeah, and then you can see over here by the dumpster, those are just, you know, it was funny to hear him talk about non-management, because that's just not what most Americans do anymore. Everybody manages their budget, or they manage their time. It's really strange that out here we ran into really bad time management, that these things were just let to grow and not chopped accordingly, nutriized, all that things. So anyway, of course, these cedars here are going to come out. And then when, like, you know, the big palatial trees that I've been talking about
Poplar.
so much, like this big post oak, you know, I had trimmed this way back and thought I'd done an absolute awesome job at doing that, which he kind of said we did. The only problem is that these hackberries that are next to it, which I had trimmed back and thought, okay, that's really neat. You know, he was quick to respond that, you know, that's a bad place. That tree needs to go because this one can't further grow, and it pulls the water from this one. So we're going to do our best to do whatever he says.
Now, what kind
you know, this is just a post oak. So obviously we're going to keep those. Of course, as we come down here, back here is the drawing a blank right now.
That right there is a
mimosa tree. Yeah, sorry about that. But you know, like he said, they actually don't really serve a purpose. They're kind of a pain in the ass. They look really good when they bloom, but other than that, that's about all. So that one we're going to go ahead and keep. I think just to, you know, we can say, hey, we've got this, this, and this on our property. So that's what we're going to do. Some of the old poplars here, like these, you can see that they're just covered up with these vines. I wasn't sure how we were going to take them out. You can tell at the bottom of this one, I had a grapple hook and I was pulling them with the tractor, but you can't get them all. So he's going to come out and we'll have a really good video next weekend. He's got a crew, 3 guys coming out. They're going to climb these trees up to 55 feet and remove all this stuff for us. And then what was really weird, our big cottonwood over here that, you know, is the quote, like we've said before, the largest tree on record in Parker County. It's got these growths on it. He mentioned them something. He said they're different from like his arborist friends in England. They call them something different. They call them something different over here. But they look like mushrooms, but they're hard. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it was the weirdest thing today. It just blew my mind, because when he felt them, he stated, he said, you gotta, he said, when you touch them, he said, feel them. He said, they're like a air conditioner for these trees. And it's really crazy, because when you look at them, they look really weird.
It's all smooth.
And when it's real smooth, but it's cold.
Yeah.
It literally feels like it came out of the refrigerator. And it's so weird. He's talked about how it's pulling the heat out of the tree, and the tree's trying to self-heal itself. But as you can see, this thing is gigantic. I mean, April, go stand against there and spread your arms out. You can see how big this tree is. Huge, big tree. He's going to trim this thing up to 55 feet. So it will be a very big focal point here in the middle of the park. And then, of course, across we've got all the other sections, and our low water crossing, we're going to make some changes and pull some of those out. We got a pine tree that I love pine trees. This one looked a little strange. The needles on it were getting a little dark in color, but he was quick to point out it's just, you know, not enough water. So we're going to take care of that, obviously. And this tree here, this mulberry is going to come out. You know, looking across our low water crossing, we have this tree on the right that you can see where I trimmed one leg off of it. That's all coming out because of the big pecans next to it. He said we're really hampering those, and you know, he agreed. He said you could leave all the trees. There's our buddy the rooster. But like you stated, you know, to manage this place correctly and have the good trees thrive, sometimes we got to get rid of the small stuff. And this one here, you can see that it's got problems. It's going across our low water crossing. We were going to leave it, but with Abram's advice, that's what we plan to do. To me, it's all about the sight line. And if you look through here all the way back over there, you can see the dumpster, and then right to the right of the dumpster you see the stop sign. Now I think it'll be cool, and we talked about this, Abram and myself, when you come through the front gate where the stop sign is, this will all be cleared out, all of this, the low water crossing, and of course it'll be lighted, so we'll have lights on it shine over at night. But when you look from there and you come here, this tree here kind of breaks your focal point. All of this that's hanging breaks your focal point. So when we come in now, when you look from the front gate all the way through, you'll see this gorgeous pecan tree. And then as this tree here will be gone, we can make our path, our car path, a little more to the left along the creek. And then of course, obviously that gigantic cottonwood's going to be the focal point of everything back here on the back side. And then of course the pine trees up here. So man, it was just awesome talking to this guy. You know, it was funny that I asked him, I said, you know what, I guess you were going to be a doctor and you decided to get into arborist. And he said, no, he just picked it up. He's been in the business 20 years. It was really fantastic. Of course, he's an old motocross racer, so that's, everybody knows that's something I failed at miserably, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, they showed up on their Harleys. We knew we found our people.
And they showed up on their Harleys just to come do the survey, so who wouldn't like that? And his father, Dutch, was with him. He was a veteran. Just super nice people, man. I mean, it's just amazing that all the people we've met riding motorcycles and all the people that are still in our lives because of it. So it's absolutely awesome. Of course, this is the pine tree. You can see how gorgeous it is. It's just needs a little help. Those people are going to be able to help us. So also, as you can see, looking over here, our pile of wood has gone way down today, and the dumpster's completely full. So
these three trees right here are pecan trees, and we're leaving those.
Yeah, these big pecans, obviously we're going to leave those. Like you said, you know, if it's not hurting anything, leave it. If something else is sucking it down, then get rid of it. So, and I believe that, you know, like we said early on in these videos,
trees are important.
Trees are important. Shade, obviously, and I don't want to cut down anything that's not needed. I'm really glad he came out, because some of the ideas that I had for things, he was quick to point out, you don't want to do that. So thankfully, you know, guys have so much, like building motors, buying motorcycles, do your data, you know, do your homework.
Or find professionals that know what you don't know.
Absolutely.
And hire them.
See, like this kid we hired, good kid, hard worker. He'll get you a trip to the emergency room if you watch him. So, but anyway, you can see this pile. We'll be done with this pile tomorrow.
That's all we got left.
Dumpster will be gone Monday. We'll get back to the other side, and man, I'm telling you, it's so exciting where we're going, and we're going to get there before long. So y'all hang in with us as always. Stay safe, stay strong, and we'll give you more videos tomorrow. We're done shooting videos today. We're not going to do a whole lot of work tonight. We're going to get into town tonight, get showered up, go get dinner, and of course watch our Dallas Stars play the Colorado Avalanche in game 1. So be careful, and we will see you later. Bye bye, y'all.